my lucky day. It's my lucky day. It's my lucky day. My lucky day. Don't need a pot of gold, a rabbit's foot or to be told. It's my lucky day. It's my lucky day.
Morning. It is 9:25.
Yeah, we had a bit of a late one last night.
Yeah, so we had a little bit of a lay-in.
Yes.
We are off to Epcot this morning.
We are
again.
really looking forward to this. We got our behind the scenes tour.
Yeah, we've never done it before, and I love living with the land,
it's one
so I
of
thought
your
it'd be
favourite rides,
so I thought it'd be nice to do something different.
So yes.
It's only about an hour and a half tour, so yeah, we're going off there this morning.
Yes, I had to buy a hat as well.
Yeah.
Because it's just so hot.
And I've got a fan. I needed a fan, so yeah, off we go. The pass holder and your pass holder entrance was open this morning, so we managed to sneak in really quickly, which is nice. Which is one of the benefits of having the annual pass.
Oh yeah, it makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, so beautiful morning again. There's a bit of a breeze.
Yes. A bit cooler today as well.
The humidity's not hit yet, so that's really nice.
So we might be able to get a bit more done after this as well.
So we're going to wander around to Living with the Land now.
We are indeed.
So we are in the Land Pavilion. So if you come in and go right, you've got Living with the Land to the right. Seating areas.
Underneath us.
Directly underneath us is Sunshine Seasons, the restaurant. And to the left you've got Soaring, and that's where we go and check in for the seats. Oh, and in the middle you've got Garden Grill, which is the restaurant that actually slowly rotates, so you can see the whole of the...
See Mickey over there, look on the right hand side, to the right of the green post.
Oh yes!
To get up close, don't be shy.
Second row.
The wasp kind of, she'll take a little bit of this out from the leaf.
It doesn't suck it dry like the leaf.
Exactly, yeah. So on the far left column, you'll see all of the flies, and that we're letting them put their eggs in those leaves. Alright, so this is our creative greenhouse, and in here we have a number of different projects going on. But everything you're going to see from here on out is going to be hydroponically grown. So plants need 5 different things to grow, and in each one of these systems you're going to see, you know, them getting all of those different components in a little bit different way. So in our aeroponics system here, if you take a peek into that crack, you're going to see little misters every so often. I'm not sure if there's any right here in the corner, but there's a couple down the way, a couple down the way over there. And those misters are getting all the nutrients and water that those plants need. As the squats rotate around, they're getting different amounts of sunlight from different angles. So these are actually some of the biggest quantities I've ever seen in my life. And you can see that as they're in the greenhouse, they're able to soak up these lush and just maximize every bit of that sunlight, which is really cool. And they're getting the support from that vertical beam. And then obviously, we're not drowning the plant because the roots are literally hanging out in the middle of, the air. So he reacts.
It seems to, if you get the lighter green ones, they shrivel a little bit.
Oh wow!
From insects, yeah.
They have a good connection with it. They do that.
Protected member that he's developed those as he's continues to progress through the full cycle. Everybody, we're gonna have to say goodbye to Stanley and keep moving on. So, see you all in a picture with
Just so far, this is really good, very informative.
We are in the ride.
Yeah, we've just met Stanley, who if you touch his leaves, he curls up on himself. Very cute. So yeah, it's really informative so far, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Perlite is actually what these plants are growing in. And you'll actually see that if there's any little like buckets in the greenhouses, probably perlite. And perlite's basically, you can think of it like Rice Krispies essentially. Rice Krispies volcanic rock. So it's volcanic rock that's basically been superheated, and we allow it to kind of take on that shape of those little pebbles. And then once it has done that, it actually becomes a very good source of, it can hold water really well.
Just had a piece
And
of
you can
cucumber.
actually just go
Actually
ahead
tasted a bit
and
sweeter than
kind
what
of
we
rig
normally
that
get in
up
the
with a
store.
little- just
But
get
yeah,
a
that's really good.
filtration device
Fresh.
that you're able to
Very good.
little inch of that plant as it first starts growing. You're going to get a maximum amount of
It's like how you grow cress, isn't it?
You're just going to see it more and more.
Yeah.
So,
Turnip, mustard.
So in here we're really focused on using, again, really maximizing our space. Did I turn it up? Is that better? Okay. But kind of how the lead and lower system works is we start the plant, we start it growing, and we string it up to the top. And that's kind of what you see here. And then on the right side, as these plants continue to grow, we actually will, once they get too tall, we'll lower them down a little bit. We'll prune off all of the leaves to about belly button height, and then we'll lean them over. So we're able to just continue wrapping the lines around and around in a circle. But these are our cucumber plants that you guys were enjoying just a little bit ago. We like to have a good time every once in a while, so we've made these little plastic forms that will slip over the cucumber and allow it to fill up that space. And then once you slice the cucumbers, you've got your own little minions. If you're lucky, well, every once in a while you'll have a bag of cucumbers on the too. And they're not very efficient, to be honest. And they use about 15 pounds of water for every 1 pound of lettuce. Here at the land, we got that all the way down to 2.5 pounds of water for every pound of lettuce. These glorified rain gutters, they're kind of rigged up to allow the water to trickle down the bottom where the roots are hanging out. Remember the rock pool we talked about? That's where we start our lettuce in. We put just little plugs into each one of these squares. Once those lettuce plants start to grow, they'll actually root down into here where the water is kind of stuck in from the top. It trickles down to the bottom. We pump it back up to here. And then once it's centered around and getting ready to go back into the system, we make sure to filter it with our ready for Halloween. So they're starting to grow up. And then this last go squash the seed into a wintermelon. The wintermelon is appropriately named for a couple different reasons. The first being that it stores really well throughout the winter. Just like you guys might have picked maybe or picked up from the store, maybe butternut squash, acorn squash, any of those partner squashes, they actually have a really long shelf life. As do these, but these are a little bit larger, so they're really good, and the squash in general are really good in developing areas of the world because they can just grow so quickly. This greenhouse is starting to change, but there's basically for the temperate and all of tropics as well, we have all of our plants being grown in sand. So sand is kind of the closest system that we get to growing in true soil. Within the temperate greenhouse, we have basically all of our moderate climate crops growing. So this system here, you know, we have our passion fruit vine growing on top of our okra. And this is actually one of our research trials that we're doing to experiment with some of the pests in the sand. Maybe our coffee tree. Coffee's pretty unique in that it kind of gradually gets ripe. So each one of these little balls you see is actually a cherry, and within each cherry is 2 coffee beans. So cherries kind of gradually get riper and riper, but as a result of that, it takes a lot of manual labor to harvest coffee, because you can't just pick it all clean at the same time like you would with corn in the Midwest, or even with figs. They kind of all get ripe relatively around the same time. Another one of my side gigs for Disney, I get to be the go-between with the land and the flavor lab. The flavor lab is where all Disney recipes begin. So they're actually doing some stuff with Citron that might eventually make it out into the new Star Wars land. So we got Star Wars fans in the back. But they kind of have these weird claw-shaped structures, so they're like, why don't we bring in something, you know, cool that nature gives us, but also pair that with, you know, a pretty applicable, you know, something that's kind of that it would fit into that theming of. So they're gonna try and do some work to see if they can incorporate citrons into one of the Star Wars restaurants, which I think is just super cool. Everybody come up, gather around and say, is anybody opposed to going longer? No? Okay. We'll just talk about what's here and we'll go from there. So, this is our spice garden. So everything you're actually going to see behind you is going to be, for the most part, different types of spices. But before we talk about spices, I like to talk about this big guy. Any guesses as to what this is? Starfruit is the most common guess, but it's not the right answer. You know, I mentioned how we have squash that feed a lot of areas of the world. This is actually one of those squash varieties. It is a fluted pumpkin. The inside of it actually looks like this. And the flesh is eaten kind of in the same way we eat pumpkin flesh. The seeds are kind of roasted and used in that manner. Thank you guys so much for your time today.
Thank you.
My name is Ben and I enjoyed having you all so much. And enjoy the rest of your day.
It's 11:55, so it's about an hour and a half. Yeah, it's really good actually. I mean, we're not gardeners, but it was really, really interesting.
To see how they grow it and stuff like
and to
that.
see it from the other side of the boat as well. Definitely worth doing.
We got to walk around all, as you will have seen, we got to walk around all like behind where the boats go and stuff.
Yeah.
Behind the fish tanks and stuff like that. So it's really, really
And
good.
it's one of the cheaper tours as well, so I definitely recommend it. I mean, it cost us $40 with our DVC discount.
Yeah, but they pass get the same discount.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. So I don't expect it's that much more if you just pay for it yourself. So yeah, definitely worth doing.
Now we're going to stop for a bit of food.
We're going to stop for food and maybe a sweet treat.
I think so.
So we're in Seasons. The quick service meal gives you all the breakfast, the lunch and the dinner options. We are literally just going to go in for the bakery because we want some sweet treats. We haven't actually got a huge amount left.
Get the small one.
Why? Yeah.
There's the rose gold cupcake there.
Yeah.
Lisa has gone for, we saw this on the DFB, so Lisa has gone for the rose gold cupcake. You spin it around, we've got the bow on the back or the front, or the mini ears on it as well, so that is the rose gold cupcake. And I've gone for the key lime pie. tasty. So those two. So the two desserts and a drink came to a grand total of, where is it? $14. So that's not too bad actually. Although it does have here, the new soda prices are here as well. So sodas have gone up from $3.29 to $3.99. I think they went up yesterday or the day before.
I think this is the first time we've been outside all morning, apart from walking over here.
Yeah.
Because we've pretty much been in the Lamb Pavilion most of the morning, haven't we? So
yeah, it's been good so far.
Yeah, it has. Really enjoyed the tour.
Just done Living with the Lamb ride.
Yeah, we are now off to the DVC Lounge and to get on Figment as well. And I think the plan after that is then to have a wander around Mouse Gear and then head back to the villa. Head back to the resort.
And then prepare for Mickey's Not So Scary tonight.
Yeah, because we're packing up tonight and we're moving out to the villa for a couple of nights from tomorrow.
With everyone, so I really look forward to that as well.
So we need to pack all our suitcases and sort all ourselves out. Yeah, so onwards.
So this is the lounge. We look out onto Epcot and the World Showcase is over there. Obviously lots and lots of seating for everybody. You can charge your phones up and everything like that up here as well. There's tablets on the table so you can check My Disney Experience and stuff. There are actually internet computers, internet terminals, and they have the Coke machines, the freestyle Coke machines. These are free. They're also, you can get free snacks from somewhere as well. Back around this way. TV over there for the kids. There's the lady with the cart. This is the main reception where you come in.
Huge queue for Figment. We used the fast pass and there's no one here. But hey ho.
Still, it gets rid of the fast passes for later, doesn't it?
So we're going to ride Figment now.
Welcome to our special drive-through open house. I'm Dr. Nigel Channing, Chairman of the Imagination Institute. Hello, on your tour you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
It's Figment!
Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you've got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Now, all together, if you would please read line 3 and hit it.
With F-I-G-M-E-N-T, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Follow the bouncing Figment. One spark of light can light your fancy. Your mind sees more than what your eyes see. It's downside up and upside down. Doc, it's exactly what I imagined. Imagination is the brain's open house.
Of course! Imagination is just turning your thinking upside down. Come on, Figment, it's time to get back to the Institute.
So we are heading out of Epcot now. It is just gone 2 o'clock.
Yeah, so we've done a fair bit this morning.
Yeah, it's quite nice to sit and chill and also do something different rather
Take it
than
all in
the
as well.
constant go down the parks. So yeah, we're heading back to the resort now.
Yeah, we've got a few bits to say we need to sort out now before Mickey's Not So Scary.
Yeah, do a bit of washing, do some packing.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the party this evening. Exciting!
Can't wait.